Hello, I'm Sharon Delaney McCloud. I'm a television news broadcaster turned speaker and certified trainer. My work focuses on professional development specifically for women at all stages of their career, from executives all the way to emerging leaders, middle managers, and my goal is to help people find their voice so they can make a bigger impact at work and in life. Today, on International Women's Day, I am happy to bring you this presentation called Have a Voice, Not Merely a Seat at the Table. Powerful strategies to amplify your impact and embrace equity. So let's go ahead and get started and understand how important it is that you are able to have your voice both figuratively and literally in the workplace. I'm going to show you a couple of visuals here to help illustrate the points I'm going to be making. This is a picture of the cabinet at President Barack Obama's one of his first cabinet meetings in his first term. You'll see the third woman to the right is Dr. Susan Rice. And even though she was one of the smartest, most capable women who sat in on those cabinet meetings, in those first few months, she was finding that she was being interrupted and spoken over many, many times. And so she developed a tactic called amplification that I'm going to teach you today so that you can bring this into your toolbox so you can make a bigger impact in your workplace as well. And what this means really is finding your voice. There are many of us who feel like we don't have the opportunity to speak up when we should be. Or maybe we have allies or direct reports or teammates who don't feel confident to speak up when the opportunity presents itself. But there are ways that you can start to put a playbook together so that you can feel confident in the moment with the right preparation so you can speak up to be heard, because we know that is a part of your career trajectory. If you can communicate with confidence and impact, you will make a big difference in your career path. Let's take a look at some of the quotes that I have found from various business leaders around the world. They say if we had more female leaders, perhaps people would start to associate the sound of a woman's voice with leadership. This is Jody Greenstone Miller, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Business Talent Group, which is a consultancy based in North America. I want to show you this picture. Do you all remember this? If you all are fans of MTV, you might know that every year they do the MTV Video Music Awards. And what this picture illustrates right here is when Taylor Swift won Video of the Year. She was on stage giving her acceptance speech when Kanye West jumped up on the stage and literally ripped the microphone out of her hand and basically told the crowd that she didn't deserve the award and went on to a rant. And he was highly criticized for this. But can you imagine, talk about silencing a woman. There are so many different examples, but this one was on worldwide television. And he really was very harshly criticized for that. And essentially what he was doing, which is what a lot of us do, what we experience rather. So have you heard of manterrupting? It is defined as unnecessary interruption of a woman by a man. How about this vocabulary word? Bropropriating. Have you heard of that? Here's what it means. It is using a woman's idea and taking credit for it. Well, it is time to stop that. I'm going to share a video that illustrates some of this with levity.
Totally win-win, Tom. And what's more, based on...
Kevin, I'd like you to run with this from here on.
Hey,
I'm sorry, go ahead. Can I finish my sentence?
No, please. Let him go on.
Hey,
missus, shut up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Calm down a bit here, Kelly.
I'm a guy, and I know why these guys do this. The bottom line is this, ladies.
When we're talking about diversity, you do it in the casting of the film, not in the casting of the show.
Whew.
mansplaining is used in other more nefarious ways, frankly, to silence people, to basically say that a man doesn't have a right to talk about certain things.
Yeah, just talk and I'll correct you whenever I feel the need.
I'm just giving you...
I love the mansplaining. I'm enjoying it.
You're loving what?
The mansplaining that's going on.
Mr. Speaker, I'd rather have an answer than the mansplaining on getting.
That video certainly brings levity, but to a very serious situation. There is a lot of research around this. Harvard Business Review survey says what men hear in their results is females not speaking loud enough, failing to articulate a strong point of view, women allowing themselves to be interrupted, women apologizing repeatedly, and women failing to back up opinions with evidence. My goodness, that is, of course, perception. It's not reality, but that is what some men in the professional world say they feel when women are communicating. Well, that has to change. We need to do something serious about this. And so why does this matter? And it's because, as Harvard also says, the number one criteria for professionals today is the ability to communicate effectively. Let's take a look at a couple of other quotes that drive this home. Muriel Giuliano, who is the former CEO of an international champagne company, says intelligence, knowledge, or experience are important and might get the job done, but strong communication skills are what will get you promoted. How about this thought? Every time you have the opportunity to speak in the workplace, you are auditioning for your next promotion. Let that sink in for a moment. If you think about it, when you see someone do an excellent job at a company meeting or a stand-up or an all-hands meeting, that person becomes memorable. Everyone, whether you're the CEO or you're just starting your career, everyone needs to have the ability to speak clearly, concisely, and with confidence. But in order to get women into the C-suite, we have to battle some statistics. Right now, the number of female CEOs at Fortune 500 companies in North America, this is the current breakdown. 85% of men hold CEO positions. Women hold 15%. Now, we have improved quite a bit. In 2002, there were just 7 women. Now, in 2022, so just within the last couple of months, we were up to 74. Let's hope that in 2023, we continue to add to that. I'd like to show you a graph that I did with a survey from the North Carolina Chamber with their annual women's conference. We asked women leaders and business women, what are you most concerned with? 42% of them, the majority said, was the ability to be promoted to leadership. The next piece was equal pay. Then work-life integration, respect from colleagues, and maternity leave. And all over the world, different countries have different policies on maternity leave. As you probably know, in the United States, we have very poor policies for maternity leave. But here's the rub. Even though women are not the largest number inhabiting our C-suites, in the United States, anyhow, more women are graduating and attending college and university and getting advanced degrees and even doctoral degrees. And right now, what we know to be true is that it is going to take until 2059 in order for us to get pay equity. And so it is incumbent on us to work to advance women's equity in the workplace. And doing so means having really concise communication. I'm going to continue to share some additional strategies and tactics that you can begin using today to help get you to where you need to be.